Greetings, everyone. How are you? Hope you are all doing well. My name is Janice Henderson, and I want to welcome you to Morning Dew. I also apologize for the absence of yesterday's Morning Dew. Today's encouraging word comes to us from Ecclesiastes 5, verses 4 to 5, and it states, When thou vowest a vow unto God, defer not to pay it, for he hath no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed. Better it is that thou shouldest not vow, than that thou shouldest vow and not pay it. Today, I continue to focus on the series Faith in God, looking at the mini series Champions of Faith. Today's topic is Honor Your Vow. We recognize that in life, so many times we're faced with dire situations and we decide to make a vow because we want God to move on our behalf. Some persons choose to make a vow to show how seriously they desire that petition. Our champion today is one such individual who made a vow unto the Lord, and she is none other than Hannah. Hannah was married to Elkanah. She was barren and she so desperately wanted to have a child. Back then, men were allowed to have two wives, and Elkanah's other wife, Peninnah, bore children, and she taunted Anna day and night. Because of that, Anna got to that point of desperation where she said, Lord, I need to have a man child, and this is what I'm willing to do. If you bless me, if you give me that child, I will give him back to you. 1 Samuel 1 verse 11. How many of you can identify with Anna? You are faced with a desperate situation and you said, Lord, there is no way I can get out of this except for your help. And if you indeed come through for me, this is what I will do for you. God honored Anna's request and he opened her womb and he blessed her with a child and she bore Samuel. Recognize that petition that you made, that vow that you made unto the Lord, if you look back, you will see that God honor it, because God will honor your request that is in line with his will. And we see where Hannah was faithful. Anna received her petition, and then it was time for her to hold up her end of the bargain. And indeed she did. When she weaned the child, she brought him back unto the Lord. 1 Samuel 1 verse 27 to 28 states, For this child I prayed, and the Lord hath given me my petition which I asked of him. Therefore also I have lent him to the Lord. As long as he liveth, he shall be lent to the Lord. And he worshipped the Lord there. Anna, having received her petition, honored her vow and brought back Samuel unto the Lord. And today I want to admonish you to honor that vow that you made unto the Lord, because he is still waiting on you to honor that request. Our focus verse states, when you make a vow, ensure that you pay it. Making a vow is optional. God never asked you to make a vow. But if you so desired and you chose to make a vow, he is looking to you to perform that vow, since he would have granted you your petition. And recognize that when you honor that vow, there is so much more that God will do on your behalf. And we see where Hannah was rewarded for honoring that vow. She asked for one child, she received it, and she gave him back to the Lord. And because of that, God blessed her even more. 1 Samuel 2 verse 21 states, And the Lord visited Hannah, so that she conceived, and she bare 3 sons and 2 daughters, and the child Samuel grew before the Lord. Recognize that God wants to give you more, but you must honor your vow. Anna honored her vow with 1 and she gained 5 more. Imagine what God will do on your behalf if you honor that vow. So I encourage you, honor your vow unto the Lord. Recognize that you cannot outgive God, and he will always give you more, But all He expects of you to do is to honor the vows that you have made unto Him. So I want to thank you for joining me today, and I invite you to join me again tomorrow for another morning dew. And as you go throughout the day and the rest of the week, I admonish you, honor your vow. Roll back the curtains. Remember the promises you made unto the Lord for His deliverance. He was faithful. He kept His end of the bargain. And now He is waiting on you to perform yours. Do not disappoint Him. Have a wonderful day. God bless you and shalom.